That's cool. Yeah. So
Was it on the camp feed or?
All right. I'm gonna do a sound check.
There we go. We good.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash.
double honors unto the apostles and elders of the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to you, sincere and hopeful elect Akim, that push the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the spirit and the truth. Our Rabbi, Allah, Shalom. All right, that's a Shalom to the 144,000. All right, the elect 1/3. So pretty much, we want to get into a couple articles dealing with the Russia-Ukraine peace deal situation in World War III, because at the end of the day, that's a important that's an important piece in history. All right, that peace deal, it's an important piece of World War III, and even though in the title it says peace, we know that there ain't no peace coming to this place. So yeah, real quick though, can somebody pull that article I said, the good one from Al Jazeera, and then go ahead, and then after that, read that.
Oh, okay. This is Isaiah 48:22. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked.
Right now.
Yeah. Esau Edom is the wicked. Okay, and there's no peace coming to Esau Edom. As long as he's in power, as long as he's alive, he's not going to have peace. Okay, thus saith the Lord. And why? Because he's wicked. Everything he does is forward in death. He's the harbinger of death. So therefore, he got everything he deserved coming to him.
All right. So yeah, like the brother said, there is gonna be no peace for the Edomite nation. Like Esau don't want peace. You know what I'm saying? As the saying goes, I don't want peace, only war,
Always.
That's Esau. Okay. But go ahead with your precept, bro. What was that you have read, Ashira?
Isaiah 48:22.
All right, this is First
And
Thessalonians.
that brother's got precepts too.
Chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah, hey man, for when they shall say peace and safety, so they can sit down at all the summits they want to. They can go to Saudi Arabia, Sydney, Australia. They can go wherever they want to in the world and talk about peace. But that's not what's written. That was written is that Esau, he is the physical counterpart of Satan, and he's doing that bidding right now. He's working everything to the point of time of Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation, which is the MOTB, and World War III. So how is somebody that violent and that wicked, like the brother said, there's no peace under the wicked? Why? Because he's a murderer, man. There's not a peaceful bone in his body, though he come crouching. Hey, war is in his heart.
Scripture said that what a man soweth, that what he reaps. All Esau's done is reap death. Sow death, like it.
That's why the scriptures talk about in Revelation that red horse. Esau's whole purpose is to take peace from the earth. So how can, matter of fact, can somebody grab that, the red horse? So how can a nation of people that was created to take peace from the earth, how can they be the progenitors of peace deals and negotiations? Meanwhile, the land that these Edomites dwell in, inhabit is land that they stolen. All right, and they didn't manage to acquire that land by means of peace. Look at America. Esau didn't acquire America peaceably. The Americas, with peace. He came over with holiday turkeys and hams and
Sword.
yeah, and things of that nature, and made peace deals, and the rightful inheritors of the land of the Americas, they just relinquished their land to Esau peaceably. It didn't go down like that. It was war that led to Esau inhabiting the lands that he currently inhabits.
If I may add,
Mhm.
they're proud of it. Look at Matt Wash
Oh yeah.
coming on and saying how
That's an Emite dude that was
came on the airways and saying
like we
We're
was
not
humble.
ashamed.
Well,
Yeah.
They were humble and they waited on God to just get them out of slavery. Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh,
talking about somebody else.
Oh, that's not the
No,
same.
he
That's
talking
not.
about the,
Oh, I thought the
the
nigga
head
name
of
was
state or
Matt
something like that?
Washington. I thought his name was Matt.
you're
Matt
on
something.
Twitter. He just got like 3 million followers. Matt Wash.
He's
Oh.
he the Edomite that be talking
Just-
hella
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, he came on and saying that when the Columbus came over to the Americas, they found the Native Americans eating each other, practicing all of this. So it gave it almost like he's saying it. Since they were doing all of that, they gave us the right to do this.
civilizes.
Yeah, to civilize them, and they were staying in teepees, and they didn't have a language, just making up bullshit.
What?
So these devils are proud. Especially now that Trump is back in office, these devils are showing, beating on their chest like we're proud of what we did. We don't care what we did. You guys were uncivilized, so we had to civilize you.
Right, which was lies because in the original documents that they were sending back, and even in their own personal writings for their diaries, this is the most beautiful, peaceful people that we've ever seen. Right, the way they treat
This the
each
nigga I was
other
talking about.
is supreme. Right, the way how peaceful they are. They fight with swords, and they were documenting all this. But when they stopped, when the money was running out, that's when the narrative changed to, oh, they're savages. They're sacrificing each other. They're eating each other. Oh, it's all hell
They're
over here.
multiplying.
Right.
It's like we can't go to another country. Oh, Nigeria's not doing right. Let's all head over there and say y'all ain't living right, so we got to take over the land.
That's why they got that doctrine of discovery.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they did. If it wasn't recognized by the papacy, by the Pope, then they can go in there and they can take over the place, and under the guise of the papacy. What was it? Doctor Discovery. What's the other one? Manifest Destiny. Yeah, I think there's another
Go
one
west,
too.
young man. Go west.
Keep traveling.
Mhm.
Oh, shit.
You want that revelation?
Oh yeah.
This is
You got
Revelation.
some too?
No.
This is Revelation 6 and
That's what
verse 4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to
And
him.
that red horse is Esau.
Mhm. It says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword.
Did somebody grab that in the NLT? NLT. Yeah, because it said to take peace from the earth. All right, and that great sword that Esau has been utilizing is his military.
Yeah.
His weapons, his guns. All right, fighter jets. Now is leading to ICBMs, which that's going to be the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? That ICBM is going to be the end all be all of Esau's weaponry. That's pretty much Esau's weaponry, his blessing, his gift from, that he was blessed with from, our forefather, Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the perfection of that. The perfection of that blessing is going to be him shooting off those missiles and coming to the starch realization that, oh shit, that shit works. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that works. You know, the elite's gonna be in that mindset because they're gonna be in their bunkers, you know, protected from all that. All right, just to get carted off in the captivity, but whoever got it in NLT. Yeah. Some of
So like Revelation chapter 4, chapter 6, verse 4 in the NLT. So like then another horse appeared, a red one. Its rider was given a mighty sword and the authority to take peace from the earth, and there was war and slaughter everywhere.
somebody grab Maccabees, the first chapter, where evils were multiplied.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that lets you know right there, what the brother just read. There was slaughter everywhere, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's the nature of an Edomite, to just be in a constant state of war. All right, and you know, don't get me wrong. There's always been war, even with other nations. But Esau, he don't understand peace. You know, the other nations, they're demons. You know, but they would like to enjoy tranquility and peace themselves. You know what I'm saying? But Esau, unless you know, he can't get somebody grab that. He don't sleep unless he do some wickedness, man.
Proverbs 4 and 4 and 16.
But go ahead.
I got it. This is Maccabees 1, verse 9. It says, "And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth."
Yeah. So, matter of fact,
Start up. What, verse 7? So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. Okay. This is first Maccabees of first chapter, 7th verse. It says, "So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth."
Yeah, and that the ones who put the crowns upon themselves is going into Daniel's four generals. I'm not Daniel's. I'm thinking of Daniel. Going into Alexander's 4 generals.
It goes into them in Daniel.
Yeah, that's why I said
8 and 18.
Yeah, because we was going through that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Alexander the creeps, his 4 generals came into rulership after him. Okay, and those 4 generals, let me see, were we just went over this too.
Yeah, Cassander.
You can read them off.
You got Ptolemy, Seleucus, Cassander, Antiochus, and Lysimachus.
Yeah. So yeah, read that one more time.
We got Ptolemy, Seleucus, Cassander, Antiochus, and Lysimachus.
Yeah. So those are the 4 generals that Alexander had set up to rule after him, which we know that you know they themselves fought against themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To where at the end it was pretty much the Ptolemaic and the Seleucid dynasties,
Mm-hmm.
which the Ptolemies was down in Egypt and the Seleucids was up in Syria. You know, so who has
What was old boy's daughter?
Bernice or
Bernice.
Candace?
That was her name, Bernice.
Candace. You had Candace and then you had Bernice.
Candace, Bernice.
Oh, hold on. Well, yeah, Candace, Bernice, Cleopatra.
Bernice was the one I was thinking.
She got married. I think she got Bernice. She was part of the Ptolemy or the Seleucids. Whoever she was, she got sent off to the other one to marry.
Yeah,
To
it did a swap.
Yeah, they did a swap.
One went to Syria, one went to
Egypt.
You know.
Uh-huh. Did you want that they lose sleep?
Yeah. And then who got that article? The Al Jazeera.
I got the Al Jazeera.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. This is Proverbs 4 and 16. It says, For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
Yeah, so that's Esau. You know, they can't rest unless they did some wicked shit. Just how like if Jake, that's not a complete demon. If you do some wicked or some sin, it's gonna be weighing on your conscience while you're trying to go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But Esau, it's the opposite for them. They ain't did no wicked shit, so they laying in bed tossing and turning like, fuck man, I missed my opportunity. Shit. You know,
I've been too good. I've been too good. I didn't kill nobody yet.
Yeah, I should have caught him. You know,
Should have blew the smoke in his face.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's the nature of the Edomite. Okay,
Yeah.
so once again, going back to the peace talks that Russia and Ukraine is having, it's all it ain't gonna last. It's not gonna be nothing permanent because one, we have prophecy to let us know how things is gonna go. You know, with Russia in particular. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
That was it.
Something?
How's that? How's it on that?
Well, yeah, I got something right here.
Okay.
This
So I was about to read it.
this is Revelation 11 and 14. It says the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe come quickly.
Yeah, the second woe was what was it, 1939 to 1945? World War II.
38 to 48.
No,
Or 39 to 49.
39 to 45.
39 to 49. That's what it was.
45.
45.
Was it 45?
Yeah, it's only
It's 5 years. 5, 6 years.
Okay, yeah.
And then that's not even all that long ago.
Nah, that's not long ago at all.
That's not that long ago. You know what I'm saying? There's people that was born that's still alive that was toddlers and infants and babies and whatnot. Like Ramses, that inside joke. Inside joke. Ramses the Third that was alive back there in World War II. That's alive. That's about to perish in World War III. Ain't that something? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that's crazy. You know. So yeah, the third war coming quickly. World War III. You know, and we're seeing it, but it ain't just. The world has yet to really put that. Matter of fact, most wars like World War I and World War II, World War I wasn't called World War I until after the war. You know what I'm saying? When the total amount of casualties was numbered and taking into account all the nations that was involved, it was like, damn, it's a real war. Because you got to think about back in the 19 World War I dates.
It was like 1914.
1914. Yeah, 1914. Yep.
Yeah.
So like in the early 1900s, the Eastern Hemisphere was pretty much the known world. You know what I'm saying? You did have the Western Hemisphere, Central and South America, North America, and all that. Canada, Gab was already here, the Latin tribes, and so on and so forth. But pertaining to the focal point of history wasn't really focused on the Western Hemisphere at that point. So that was like the whole world pretty much at that point in time. Now, through what is it? Geopolitics and fucking worldwide logistics and all that. You got America and the Western Hemisphere included in the whole operation of the world. But at that time, World War I, all those nations that took part in that war was, up there in Europe, in which they was calling the shots. Europe was calling the shots. All right. But World War II happened not too long after that, and we're in World War III. All right. But soon, when shit really start cracking off, everybody's gonna know, yeah, this is World War III for sure. There ain't no more rumors of wars like the scriptures say. This is World War III.
Yep.
I mean, they are letting off ICBM missiles and hypersonic missiles right now on each other, different various countries. So
yeah,
and those kill. large casualties.
Yeah.
Shit, man, yeah. Dummy fucking silo or just shells dropping out the sky, crushing motherfuckers, man. It's a big ass fucking missile shell just falling on you out of nowhere.
That's crucial, man.
That's a surgical strike from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
That's crucial.
That's just crucial.
That drone technology, they don't even have to lift, they got to lift a finger is all they got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon, with the MOTB, they ain't gonna have to lift a finger.
Just
Just
start
all
thinking
just
about
thinking the shit.
Yeah.
Whatever they think is what the shit's gonna do.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
And that lets you know when in the end, like, this shit can't continue too much longer. Like the brother was saying at camp, the bitch who can scoot around with using her eyes in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? Like if Esau can put that technology into the human, what do you think these robots is capable of doing? You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So the Lord, he got to cut the time short.
Got to, because nobody be saved.
Yeah.
Nobody would be here.
Yeah.
So nobody would be here.
No.
Yeah, it'd be a world operated
Just overgrown with
robots.
vegetation
And robots.
robots.
You know?
Was the one that you read, was that Isaiah 57?
What?
The no peace to the wicked?
No,
Okay.
40, was it 48, 22? Yeah.
Cool. All right, this is Isaiah 57 and 20. But the wicked are like the troubled sea when it cannot rest, whose waters cast up mire and dirt. There is no peace, saith my power, unto the wicked. And so the wicked are like a raging sea, man. He's uncontainable. You know what I'm saying? He's out of control right now. The genocide that he's creating over there in the Middle East, right, which is just the beginning of that genocide, is a real deal. And you look at how many the Armenians lost during their genocide. And they're amping up to them kind of numbers. So, or the beginning of those numbers. Now it ended up being a lot at the end, but in the beginning of that skirmish or that little conflict, they're getting up in them numbers. So Esau is not going to stop until he feels like he's accomplished his goal. But right when he's doing that is when the Most High going to come with the trick bag and get his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I thought we'll go ahead with that article.
This article is titled Russia-Ukraine Black Sea Deal. What is it and will it work? This is from AlJazeera.com. All right. I don't see a date, but pretty sure. Oh, March 26th, 2025.
Yep.
All right. It says the United States have agreed to help Russia boost its agricultural and fertilizer exports to the world market in exchange for a maritime security deal in the Black Sea.
Yeah, because right now, despite what Donald Trump told Zelensky when he came to visit the White House, Donald Trump told Zelensky, "You don't have any cards. We got the cards." Well, now really, Russia got the cards. Because America is the one initiating this peace agreement, which we know from America's standpoint, that peace agreement was not orchestrated for the purpose of really having long lasting peace. Mm-hmm. It's all for show to try to get that nigga Donald Trump to win a Nobel Peace Prize. He even stated he wanted to win a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
So that's his whack ass means of attempting to do so. And ultimately, we know he's controlled opposition anyways. But America doesn't have the cards and the leverage. Russia got the leverage. Here it is. America put forth this peace deal, but you got Russia that's dictating the terms and conditions. Okay, you want a peace deal, you want us to stop fighting. Well, we need this, and this. And if Ukraine don't oblige that, then there is no peace deal.
Yeah.
But read that again, bro.
It says the United States has agreed to help Russia boost its agricultural and fertilizer exports to the world market in exchange for a maritime security deal in the Black Sea. The White House and the White House, the Kremlin, and Ukraine announced the deal on Tuesday after terms from the United States and Russia met in Saudi Arabia to carve out the pathway towards peace in Ukraine. These negotiations came amid the Trump administration's push to end the war in Ukraine after that has dragged on since 2022. President Donald Trump shifted United States policy on Ukraine by proactively engaging with Moscow and accepting some of its biggest demands, including ruling out Ukraine's NATO membership.
Yeah, so off top, they're like, look, if you want us to have a peace deal, you can't allow Ukraine into NATO, which NATO wasn't going to allow Ukraine into NATO anyways, because if they did, it's World War III off the bat. Because all them NATO nations would then have to send some type of troops into Ukraine to go against Russia, or shoot missiles over at Russia, or some type of offensive mounted up against Russia. But why are they gonna do that when we can just have Ukraine just be the crash dummy, be the buffer in between the rest of the European nations and Russia, and we'll just throw y'all in the meat grinder. You know what I'm saying? And whatever happens, if he dies, he dies.
It's nothing different what they did to the Negro soldiers.
Yeah.
Use them as the front line.
Yeah.
Let them get slaughtered off so then they can creep in afterwards and have less casualties.
Yep. Hey, but Jake always did well though.
Yeah.
When thrown out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jake did well. Even the Buffalo Soldiers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Denzel said, I love the 33rd, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how they did us, man. They throw us out there first, and y'all be the the crash dummy, the test dummies.
Mm-hmm.
And not only here, but they did that in Vietnam too.
Yeah. Shit, every fucking war, bro. Every war they got, the niggas is going to the front line for sure.
Yep.
And why not? Let's kill them niggas off first before we, let anybody else get hurt.
Yeah.
Shit, they try to do that shit with the Hickey Vicky.
Trying
to say you niggas is a problem. You gotta go get it first.
Yeah.
Niggas is like, shit, no, we don't.
People say what? You remember the Tuskegee, nigga?
Yeah, fuck out of here. Yeah, you ain't gonna get us again. Yeah, buddy. You still reading the article?
Yeah, real quick, I want to look at this precept. So like, there's a precept. Let me try and find it. But yeah, go ahead, bro.
It says, here's what the latest deal is about. What is the Black Sea deal about? A statement released by the White House on Tuesday said Ukraine and Russia had agreed to stop the use of force and the military use of commercial vessels in the Black Sea. The White House also issued an
Salaki, I just found it. I wanted to read it before it gets away. But pertaining to in particular, this is World War I. This is taken out of Revelation 9, because we brothers had just mentioned something, but this came to mind because like I remember Apostle Hart was saying some time ago with World War I and World War II and whatnot, all the Jakes that went over there and fought, like the Lord had a spirit on them to where like they wasn't killed off like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that was for the purpose of some of us brothers lineage go back to those men that fought over there in those wars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so Apostle Hart said that there was of the elect.
Yeah.
More money.
Terah, right? Terah, Abraham's father. When you look up Terah, his name means stationed, or like a station to be stationary.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking about it. Despite him being an idol worshiper, the Lord still protected him and had him leave up out of Ur of the Chaldees for Abraham's sake, really. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a son, Haran, that got killed in Ur of the Chaldees or died in Ur of the Chaldees. It don't say how he died, but he probably got killed or something, or however it happened, and that left Lot as an orphan. You know what I'm saying? So Abraham, his wife Sarai, Haran, I mean not Haran, excuse me, Lot, I forget Terah's other son's name, but they pretty much got up out of there. But that was for the purpose of the Most High making His covenant with Abraham. So taking that as an example, the Israelite men that fought in those wars, that was of the elect that survived for the purpose of brothers that came through that lineage. But this is Revelation 9:1. It says, and this is dealing with World War I. It says, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven onto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. All right, which the bottomless pit is Europe. Okay. It says, and he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And you got to think about all the gases they was using, shit getting blown up. You know what I'm saying? Imagine taking an aerial flight over the regions that was heavy in conflict during World War I, and just seeing just the devastation. Because it's just mud, bunch of mud.
Bodies.
You know what I'm saying? Bodies, like look at Ukraine, the fucking
crying and
yelling, wanting to die and can't, as the scripture says.
I was gonna say, that's your one death and death shall flee for them.
Yeah. Yep. Verse 3.
Yeah.
Verse 3, and there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and that locust is referring to the dog fighter planes. And unto them was given power as the scorpions of the earth have power. So that's the World War I planes, because in those planes, because a scorpion, its sting is in the tail. Its tail is its defense. And likewise with those World War I planes, in the rear bottom, the bottom rear of the planes, you had that nigga that was down there,
The little glass
in the little glass thing, turning, shooting everything.
A gunner.
A gunner. Why don't you walk the gunner? Verse 4. It says, and it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of the Most High in their foreheads. Okay, so that's going into not hurting any Israelites. Okay, because you had Israelites. In my notes here for verse 4, it says a seal equals the father of the elect men of the Lord. So you got certain men of the Lord that's in this truth now, whose forefathers actually fought in World War I and World War II. So those men weren't hurt, So that's that. Now you can continue with that, bro.
It says, a statement released by the White House on Tuesday said Ukraine and Russia had agreed to stop the use of force and military use of commercial vessels in the Black Sea. The White House also issued an almost identical statement suggesting the U.S. and Ukraine had agreed to these terms. The Kremlin issued a statement adding that the U.S. and Russia would organize and appropriate control measures through inspection of such vessels without specifying what these measures would be. In return, the U.S. will help restore Russia's access to the world market for agriculture and fertilizer exports, lower maritime insurance costs, and enhance access to ports and payment systems for such transactions.
Can you
Right.
read that part about the payment? The
Payment systems?
Yeah. Read that.
Okay. It says, in return, the U.S. will help restore Russia's access to the world market for agricultural and fertilizer exports.
Yeah. So since that war popped off, it's gonna get into it. Russia hasn't been able to access this system of being able to pay for things. You know, especially like exporting agriculture and what was the other one? Fertilizer.
Mhm.
So here it is. They got all this, this material or goods that they can export, but they can't even make money and export it because America it sanctioned them.
21,006.
We ain't even at war with you. We ain't even at war with you. We're at war with Ukraine. But here you come and put sanctions on us, but you ain't putting no sanctions on Ukraine. You know.
And then Ukraine and Russia, like they're 1 and 2 with grain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there ain't no grain going out neither.
Yeah.
It says lower maritime insurance costs.
Yeah.
Enhance access to ports and payment systems for such transactions. The White House statement said. The Kremlin statement was more specific in terms of Russia's demands.
Yeah. So this is where it gets good. So this is Russia's stance. And the Kremlin is like the equivalent of
The
DC,
White House,
or the White House, or the Pentagon actually.
Pentagon, yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
It added that the pause on fighting in the Black Sea would come into force only after sanctions are lifted from the Russian Agricultural Bank.
Yeah, that's part of the leverage. Okay. Well, before we even agree to any of this shit, this is what we need. You know,
Rosal Claus Bank.
Rozel's
Rozel's bank.
Yeah.
It was a cough bank.
Alongside other financial organizations which work internationally which work with international food trade, Slovakia, including that of fish products and fertilizers. The Kremlin statement added that these organizations must be connected to the SWIFT system.
Yeah. So these organizations was taken offline, so to say. But now, before we even agree to all this, you got to put them up online. You know, give them access, so on and so forth. You know, and that's leverage, man. You know.
Oh, you want this soup? Let me get your birthright. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, big deal.
Hey, the little smell good. The little soup smell good. Yeah.
With that good garlic.
Hey, you hungry? You know you hungry.
No, you're right.
Hey, as soon as Esau took that, Jacob was like,
You know you fucked up,
"I know
right?
you fucked up, right?"
You said you wanted the boldest.
Some raw pottage.
Hey, no. So
Soup.
at midnight.
you said you was about to die.
Right.
I got me one.
Yeah.
So you just starving though.
So, go ahead, bro.
I got me
Your stomach growling for real.
For real, bro.
Like that.
You in threat of your life?
Because you feel this hunger.
That's funny. Hey, it says, I'm sorry. It says the Kremlin statement added that these organizations must be connected to the SWIFT system, and any sanctions and restrictions on food, fertilizer, ships, and agricultural machinery must be lifted. SWIFT which stands for Security for
Society.
Worldwide. I'm sorry, Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, is an international financial artery which allows for the better flow of funds transfers across borders.
Yeah, so it's an international. Here it is. It's international. All right, meaning everybody can partake in it, all nations. But like a group, you can get booted out the group because we don't like the way you talk to Ukraine. You know, so we gonna take you off the group. We're gonna leave Ukraine there. They swung at you first, but you know, this is a bunch of bullshit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Go ahead.
It says, a month after Russia's full-scale invasion after Ukraine in February 2022, 7 Russian banks were removed from SWIFT. Klaus bank was removed a few months later, and in June 2022. Since the beginning of the war, the U.S. and its allies have placed at least 6,692. So the U.S. supplied 21,692 sanctions on Russian individuals.
21,000 sanctions on Russian individuals, not organizations and companies and shit like that. Individuals. 21,000 Russian individuals have they've had sanctions put on them. You know, that's crazy. You know, that's crazy. Go ahead.
It says media organizations or institutions
RT.
in the military.
Oh, actually, I spoke too soon because it did mention. Read that again. So it's people and organizations and
well, it's going through a whole list of them right now.
Okay.
The U.S. and its allies have placed at least 21,000.
Not just the U.S. but its allies too.
21,692 sanctions on Russian individuals, media organizations, or institutions in the military, energy sector, aviation, shipbuilding, and telecommunication sectors. The U.S. statement said the U.S. and Russia welcome the good offices of third countries with a view toward supporting the implementation of the energy and maritime agreements.
Yeah, with them sanctions on those different individuals and organizations and whatnot mentioned, they trying to pretty much send Russia back to the Stone Age.
Trying to.
Like how Haiti's all fucked up, being the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, and that's because of sanctions. Cuba, you know, they got to fucking drive around in 1950s Chevys because of sanctions. You know, so that's what the U.S. and its allies was trying to do to Russia with those sanctions, man. You know, but in order for that peace deal to go through, Russia's like, y'all gotta do away with all this. You know?
Stop fucking with us.
You got it, bro.
It says, while the statements did not mention specific countries, Turkey had previously meditated a Black Sea grain deal.
Mediate.
Mediate. So like it. I knew something was off. It said Turkey had previously mediated a Black Sea grain deal, and India has helped convince Russia to stick with it. What else did the White House say?
In which India is part of BRICS.
Mm-hmm.
And who was that? Who was at that orchestra? India. It said had mediated.
Yeah,
Turkey
Turkey.
mediated. Yeah. Oh, you gotta go.
What else did the White House and Kremlin say? Both the White House and Kremlin statements said Washington and Moscow would develop measures to implement an earlier agreement between Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin over a phone call on March 18th to halt attacks on Russian and Ukrainian energy infrastructure.
I think that might be it on that.
All right.
Like the good stuff.
I think so.
Well, yeah. So we see how Russia currently has the cards. All right, it's not the White House. The White House doesn't have the cards. Okay, they got the tards, not the cards, or the retards. That is.
Hey, they're playing chess.
Yeah.
Y'all over there playing cards.
Yeah. All right. So, can somebody grab that article with Turkey? Because right now, currently, you got Turkey. That's in like 8 days of protest.
Which one? The one. Oh, the last one you sent.
Yeah. 8 days of protest due to a political figure that was a mayor in Istanbul, if I'm not mistaken, the capital of Turkey. He got arrested on corruption charges.
Ekrem
Yeah.
Gogol.
Edgerton's rival, right?
Yeah, Erdogan.
Erdogan.
He was Erdogan's political rival, which they're due to hold elections in Turkey's due to hold presidential elections in 2028, which is 3 years from now. And it's suspected that Erdogan, the current president of Turkey, had him arrested for the purposes of eliminating the opposition.
Yeah.
So you got people in uproar about that, expressing their views on the political system in Turkey being jacked up. But we were saying before we started rolling, don't be surprised if that situation escalates to where the EU nations, all right, or the European nations want to start. Certain of them want to start butting their nose into their business and talking about sending white helmets up there. You know what I'm saying? Which that can be a avenue in which they try to overthrow the president of Turkey and put a puppet up there, or who knows. But we know according to prophecy that Russia is going to be backing Turkey in during this Third World War. So them is all pieces to the puzzle that to pay attention to right now. What's going on in Russia and Ukraine and in the situation with Turkey, the whole Europe. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But we can grab, if brother got a precept, go ahead. But somebody grab that Ezekiel 38. You got a precept?
Yeah, I got you. But this is 2nd Esdras 9:1. Points in verse 3. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it's the same very same time. So like it, wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when that there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people of the world, then shalt thou well understand that it's the Most High spake of those things from days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yeah. So we're definitely living in those times in which the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, through the prophets have spoken of, which means that you got to be vigilant. You got to be paying attention to what's going on, man. All right, as they say, knowing is half the battle.
Take out that spiritual measure stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really hone into the prophecies as it relate to what's going on in the world. Mm-hmm. As the world keeps turning each and every day, we see it right here in front of our face, and it shows itself right in the media, things that's going on in the world.
Yeah, you got to funnel everything through the scriptures. You know, that's something that the apostles said early on. You know, first coming into the truth, like you got to funnel everything through the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Especially what you see on the news. There's a lot of BS out there. You know, which is why, you know, Jake don't even watch mainstream media. You know, for the most part, there was a time when it's like most news you got was from mainstream media, but you would you knew everything on mainstream media was bullshit, and you just okay, whatever they said was a lie, so I'm gonna flip it. And then when you flip it and funnel it through the scriptures, okay, it lines up. You know what I'm saying? But now you got alternative media to where you got boots on the ground, so on and so forth, and they're actually coming with factual information to where you funnel that through the scriptures, and it's like, okay, yeah, that lines up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do the 180. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get this Ezekiel 38. You start at the top. Whoever want to read it.
Ezekiel 38 from the top.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ezekiel 38 and verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against God.
Matter of fact, let's read this in the NLT. Did you read that in the Bible? Inside joke.
Ezekiel 1, or Ezekiel 38 and 1. In the NLT it says, This is another message that came to me from the Lord. Son of man, turn and face God of the land of Magog.
Yeah, so Gog meaning the modern day Russians. All right, which Gog or Magog simply means from Gog. Gog from Gog. Or if you had a homie named let me see, what's the African country that somebody actually their name might actually be Chad from Chad. You know what I'm saying? Chad from Chad. Okay, so Gog from Gog. All right.
Son of man, verse 2, Son of man, turn and face God of the land of Magog, the prince who rules over the nations of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Mm-hmm.
Give him this message from the sovereign Lord, God, I am your enemy. I will turn you around and
hey, so the Lord, it's like the Lord, he's an enemy to them. We to a certain degree be rooting for Russia because why not? They're going to destroy the country that we're held captive. So let's go Russia.
They gonna fuck America.
Hey, like them niggas coming up in the dairy.
Yeah.
It's like fuck Trump. Hey,
Yeah, fuck Trump. Biden. Yeah, Biden.
Yeah, the motherfucker.
No Trump. Biden. Yeah, so like I mean, we cheer Russia on in regards to y'all gonna be the ones, the primary Edomites to destroy other Edomites along with the rest of these heathens in 2/3 here. So we cheer you on in that regard because it's prophecy. But y'all niggas going into slavery too. Y'all, hey, you're the enemy. You're the enemy of the Heavenly Father because you guys are Edomites. All right.
A lot of them niggas Amalekites.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hey, the Lord's telling you, I'm against you. Like, don't think just because you ain't over here with the 7 heads and the 10 horns and this weird ass nigga in the dress over here with the scarlet colored dress on, just because you ain't rolling with them, nigga, I'm still gonna fuck your ass up.
You still doing some evil shit?
Yeah.
You still up to some evil shit?
You still an Edomite, man.
Verse 4 in the NLT, Ezekiel 38 and 4. I will turn you around and put hooks in your jaws.
Yeah, that's them going back to that old USSR Soviet communist ways. You know, them that shit that had America shook. You know?
It says to lead you out with your whole army, your horses and charioteers, and full armor, and a great horde armed with shields and swords.
Yeah, so that's all the technology that You know, they got missile technology and tanks and drones and all that. Bring them out. Bring them out.
Mm-hmm.
They got
You
some
know?
heat too.
Yeah.
Them amphibious
No,
tanks.
no, for real, they got some heat. No, real talk. They got some heat. Some ICBMs.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
nuclear heat.
They got the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, they some hot boys.
It says, verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, Libya will join you too with all their weapons.
Yeah, so Persia is the modern day Iranians. Ethiopia is them big foreheads. Cats over in East Africa, Northeast Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, Libya. That's north central Africa.
Yeah, Arab.
Yep.
That's where Gaddafi was at, right?
Yep. It says all of them with shield and helmet, meaning whatever weaponry they got, along with whatever weaponry they might get from Russia themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Them East Indians, Persians too, right?
Well, Persians, Iranians are
Direct descendants.
the Iranians are East Indians. They're Elam. They're just
Yeah.
a different sect of Elam. You know?
Verse 6, Gomer and all its armies will also join you.
Yeah, Gomer is Turkey. That's why the brother read the article dealing with the riots in Turkey.
We didn't read it.
Oh, we didn't read it yet.
Not
Oh, I'm
yet.
tripping. Yeah, as I said that, I was kind of like,
No, we never read it.
I was
He
going
looked
back
his
like
way
I was
up.
trying to fish for a
Look
pertinent
at
piece of information, but then I was like, and then you said what you said. So
yeah.
yeah. So real quick, let's read a little bit of that.
I got it.
All right, because remember it mentioned Gomer being Turkey, so that's one of the nations that Russia is gonna be a shield to.
All right, this is from
And so like in Turkey is a strategic. Turkey's role over in the Middle East, in the East and all that, Europe, they're like the gateway to Asia Minor. You know, Turkey connects the Middle East to Europe. So they're like a pivotal bridge. So whoever is got control of Turkey, you're strategically, you got a strategic advantage because north of you got Europe, and then south of you got the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of trade that goes through Turkey. You know.
This is from the APnews.com. And the article is thousands take to the streets in Turkey in a week of protests. It says
What's the date on that?
this is March 26th,
So
which
that's the
was
day.
today. March 26th, 5:58 p.m. So shit, this happened 5:50 p.m. is like what? That's in a 12-hour difference from us or something like that?
Turkey?
Yeah.
Shit, I can tell you.
Well, I don't know exactly what their time is.
According to their time.
Yeah, 5:50 according to their time. All right.
Which, matter of fact, I think the UK might be 7 or 11 hours ahead of us.
Should be 7 hours crossing the water.
Yeah, about 7 hours to the UK. I know it's like 15 hours to Australia. So somewhere around there.
Hey, somewhere around there. So reading this article, it says, for 7 consecutive days, protests have erupted across various Turkish cities, with people continuing to rally against the arrest of Istanbul Mayor Ekrem pronounce this shit. Maglu. It says the leading rival to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, despite the president's stern warning that street protests would not be tolerated. It says in Istanbul, the police have responded with pepper spray, tear gas, and rubber bullets to disperse hundreds of protests who protesters who attempt to breach a barricade near the city's historic aqueduct while demonstrators threw flares, stones, and other objects at the authorities. Is it a 9-hour difference?
Yep.
Okay. So it was what, 8 a.m. our time? Is that it on the article? Because all I got is pictures now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's pretty much
small.
just the pertinent information right there.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, so you got protests going on over in Turkey, and the current president, he ain't with that shit. He ain't having that. So like I said earlier, don't be surprised if the international community try to put their nose up in that business. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get back to the Ezekiel.
Ezekiel 38 and 6 in the NLT, it says, Gomer and all his armies will also join you, along with the armies of Beth Togarmah from the distant north, and many others.
Yeah, so Turkey, Gomer is Turkey, and Togarmah is Armenia, Georgia, Azerbaijan. So that region of Armenia, Georgia, and Azerbaijan is Togarmah. All right, because Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia, they border Turkey to the east, and right above those three countries is Russia. All right. So that's like I said, that Turkey, that area right there is a very strategic point.
It was them Turks that committed that genocide on them Armenians, wasn't it?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Verse 7, get ready, be prepared, keep all the armies around you mobilized, and take command of them. A long time.
That's pretty much well, there's more to it. Matter of fact, let's keep reading.
A long time, verse 8, a long time from now, you will be called into action. In the distant future, you will swoop down on the land of Israel.
Look at it. It said in the distant future. And that future is now. Like we said, like the brother read, measure the time diligently.
Mm-hmm.
And via measuring the time diligently, we come to the conclusion that the time that we're reading about is right now.
It says, which will be enjoying peace after recovering from war.
Hold on, read. You got to read that. Bring it back.
Ezekiel 38 and 8 in the NLT, it says, a long time from now, you will be called into action. In the distant future, you will swoop down on the land of Israel, which will be enjoying peace after recovering from war. And
what are they talking about? Trying to build up Gaza and Trump Gaza and all that crap. Wasn't Turkey one of the main NATO joints going against the Amalekites for the shit they're doing over there?
Yeah, and they're Amalekites themselves.
Mm-hmm.
White on white crime.
Hey, the scriptures say, Satan against Satan, that the kingdom has an end. They can't stand.
Mm-hmm. It says, which will be enjoying peace after recovering from war and after his people have returned from many lands to the mountains of Israel.
Right, you got to think too, like all the war that the land of Israel has seen as a result of those rats getting up in there.
Mm-hmm. The day that they got there, it was war.
Yeah, but
that night
it was supposed to be a ceasefire too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That very night it was war.
And they were the ones that kick-started that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Damn devils.
Generation to generation.
Yeah.
The Lord will have war with Amalek.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9, it says, you and all your allies, a vast and awesome army.
They're gonna do a drive-by.
will roll down on them like a storm and cover the land like a cloud.
Mm-hmm.
Like a chemtrail?
Like today.
Verse 10, this is what the sovereign Lord says. All that time, evil thoughts will come to your mind, and you will devise a wicked scheme.
Yeah, so man, the shit that's going on behind this, this makes me think of once again that the scripture where the angel had to help work on the mind of that king,
Michael?
the prince. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to work on Michael had to work on the mind of the Prince of Persia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
His mind was
Too strong. He's too
and
strong.
looking like Putin. That's a strong-minded motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a stone cold devil right there.
Man.
Did you see that movie where this nigga was?
Oh, yeah.
That shit was
The
weird.
movie.
This nigga was like shitting and pissing.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
watch that.
That shit was weird. I'm like, what the
Yeah.
fuck's going on?
It was Vladimir?
It was
Yeah.
Putin.
Oh, shit.
In a diaper.
In a diaper,
Hey,
yeah.
the picture, the chocolate milk, in the chocolate
That
milk
must have been his
at work.
ritual.
Oh,
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
In the
with
movie,
that
it was some
shit,
shit
bro.
like that.
Wow.
Yeah, the brown juice. It was the brown juice, bro.
Putin in the diaper.
sitting on the ground, crawling on the ground.
Yeah,
That shit was weird, bro. That shit was weird as hell.
But yeah, go ahead, bro.
I don't know if
Verse.
it was
Could have been some AI shit.
No, it was
That was Putin.
Putin.
that was actually him in that joint.
No, it wasn't actually
was
him. It
real.
was some
That's what I'm
CGI
saying.
type shit. But it looked real though.
It looked real as fuck.
Damn.
Ezekiel 38:11. You will say Israel is an unprotected land filled with unwalled villages. I will march against her and destroy these people who live in such confidence.
Yeah, them rats, man.
Here and there.
You know, exactly. America is a land of unwalled villages as well as the land of Israel, which is why Israel got that Iron Dome that don't do shit, a missile defense system that don't do a goddamn thing, you know. In America, it's so much land, so many borders, miles of borders, to even attempt to try to protect this damn place, you know. So go ahead.
Verse 12. I will go to those formerly desolate cities that are now filled with people who have returned from exile in many nations. I will capture vast amounts of plunder, for the people are rich with livestock and other possessions now. They think the whole world revolves around them.
Man, that's some gutter rats, man.
Straight like that.
The fucking gutter rats.
Jack.
You know, in America too. America, you know, these Babylonians think the whole world revolves around them. That's why Trump is in the office, in the Oval Office, acting as if you don't do business with America, it's the end of your world. Like nigga, like the whole rest of the world is over there. You can operate outside of whatever bullshit little minuscule exports you do have. Got across the Atlantic or the Pacific Ocean to go to a whole nother country. They can do it. They can do without that shit because America don't produce anything anyways.
What the fuck does America produce?
GMO babies and
GMO corn.
and retards.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
besides
saying?
rejects.
And
That's the only thing.
TikTok trends.
Yeah, that's it. You niggas don't export no type of goods that any
Value.
country really wants.
Yeah.
Besides fucking
Oh.
niggerish shit.
304s.
That's it. And the country don't want that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only the simps in the country.
Them, what's that? Them Cambodians, they might want that shit. Or Taiwanese,
Taiwanese.
whoever they was, they might want the,
Nah, them motherfuckers into them lady boys and all that shit over there.
The Lady Gagas.
Yeah, they into lady boys and shit over there. That shit, yeah, fuck.
type place for Alizé.
Oh.
Hey, that's his next stop. He gonna leave Cancun and go
Taiwan, here I come.
Thailand.
Thailand.
That freaky nigga, dagger man, got dagger.
But you know, one one thing I always like to point out is how, you know, them 1492ers, you know what I'm saying, all them motherfuckers that was escaping that religious oppression, i.e. the gutter rats that was getting kicked out of every country where they go.
Yeah.
Came right to this motherfucker.
Inquisitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, what, 5 different inquisitions?
Spanish, Italian, Italian, French,
If
Portuguese.
if the world could have it the way they want it, these niggas they'll get fucking another inquisition from over there in Israel right now.
So read through verse 13, bro.
Ezekiel 38 and 13 in the NLT, it says, but Sheba and Dedan and the merchants of Tarshish will ask, do you really think the armies you have gathered can rob them of silver and gold?
Yeah, and Sheba is southern Arabia, modern day. Dedan is southern Arabia as well, and Tarshish is the Spain. All right, so that's what they're gonna be asking. All right, go ahead, bro.
Do you think you can drive away their livestock and seize their goods and carry off plunder?
Yeah. All right, and the answer to that is going to be yes, in the form of destruction. You know, because the Russia and its allies ain't going to Israel and taking cattle and all. No, they gonna burn that motherfucker.
Israel don't got no cattle. They got to import everything they got over there.
Yeah.
That's where they got the red heifers from Texas.
Fuck yeah.
Texas.
From Texas.
And that shit all in itself. Them trying to erect the third temple, man. We are the third temple. You fucking idiots.
We are the third temple.
Blasphemy.
It is.
So, like,
Straight blasphemy.
So let's read that Revelation and then like that. Brother's got any precepts up?
Nah,
If not, we can finish with that Revelation. Right. 21 through 7. All right. So it's interesting times that we're living in. You know, it's a lot happening to where if you ain't got your eyes peeled, you know, you can miss a whole lot. You know, the little things such as this peace deal, as little as it might seem, is very monumental. You know.
that's why the scripture says it's high time to wake out of sleep.
Yeah.
Because now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Because every day that passes, we're that much closer to salvation. Okay, because the way Esau's been moving in warp speed, he's been getting shit done.
Yeah.
Let's go, Trump.
Well, we're in the third month?
Third, going to the fourth, about to go into the 4th month, and this nigga didn't move some shit, boy.
Niggas for Trump.
Trump is about that Trump card. He trying for that Trump card.
2
What?
months, only 2 months. He done shook the world up.
Shook the world up.
Literally.
You thought Biden did something when he signed his little weak ass executive orders when he first got in. That wasn't shit compared to what Trump did.
Hey, Trump got niggas shook like you would have thought he was shook Knight.
Bro, his first month, he undid all of Biden's shit. He undid everything Biden did this first month. Like, nah, let's get all this shit out of here.
You got motherfucking Republicans looking at this nigga like, oops.
People that voted for him.
That's not the Trump I voted for.
Yeah.
Nigga, he's been the same the whole damn time.
He's been telling you what he
Yeah,
wanted to
well, he's still orange. Yeah, it's the same. It's the
Same
same.
eagle face nigga that he's been.
That toupee looks the same to me.
do. Eagle face still there.
It's just now he ain't lying to you no more. He's telling you what he's doing. It's all the way against the shit you thought he was gonna be doing.
He on demon time.
Straight.
He took the gloves off.
Ah.
Oh, but go ahead.
So like the lady came up at camp. I don't like what Trump's doing and all this stuff.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, bitch, so what? Get your ass out of here.
But you voted for him.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't vote for that Trump.
Yeah.
Well, it don't matter what Trump you voted. You voted for Trump,
Yeah.
nigga. Just like these niggas didn't vote for the Momo ass fucking Obama.
Obama.
But that's what they got.
That's what they got. Yeah.
And you motherfuckers wasn't tripping about us on that shit.
It was like, yes, we can.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
When you play that backwards, it says, "Thank you, Satan." I remember back in when the whole early in 2010s and all that, the whole Illuminati videos was coming out. When you play that video backwards, it says "Thank you, Satan." So that nigga kept saying that shit, and that's yeah, fuck, that's crazy.
That's wild, bro. But that's how diabolical Esau be, man. He has shit interwoven in everything he does, man.
He's a magician.
Like, bro, who the fuck would think to say this shit and have it play backwards and just say some demonic shit?
His wicked ass.
Like that, bro. Look, just listening to that sounds weird.
But that lets you know that like when the scripture said we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but
Yeah.
against
Principalities,
and all
spiritual
that.
weakness in high places. Yeah.
Like that lets you know like the spirit world is real, man.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's real. Like when you really think about this whole Babylonian experience and the subliminals and it's like, man, it's got to be a higher power. You can't explain this without a higher power, man.
Yeah. You gonna say something, Papa?
The same time around that 2010, you had that Rihanna umbrella song.
Yeah, I mean that.
Her getting cummed on by everybody.
Same Illuminati shit. You know what I'm saying?
No devil shit.
Devil and Illuminati.
No power, right? No umbrella,
Mm-hmm.
right? So no power. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But you have, that's the whole point of the where the crowd's gonna sing along. So you got just thousands and thousands and thousands of people chanting this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
While this bitch is doing a seance in a arena.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, that's what Obama was doing when he was doing this little shit, and everybody's yelling, "Yes, we can!" They all tomorrow, "Thank you, Satan!" Like he got the whole crowd yelling that shit.
Yeah,
I remember that.
It he rocking.
a whole bunch of niggas.
What you say? Yes, we can. Say it louder.
10 more times. We almost reached the level of wickedness.
Oh, man.
Desired level of wickedness.
Hey, Obama took it all the way left. Though. This nigga changed the game with that left shit.
Man.
Bro.
But Trump snatched that motherfucker all the way, like way too far right. It's like, damn.
Yeah, he snaps it so far right that shit is twisted now.
All right, this is Revelation 20:1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand.
Yeah, once again, that's Europe, the bottomless pit, Europe. All right, go ahead.
And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Yeah, so that 1,000 years, Satan was bound, was what the world refers to as the Dark Ages.
Mm-hmm.
1325 AD.
Yep.
Or 325 AD.
325 AD to around 1345.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because for about 1,000-year period, you had Jake that was actually in rulership.
Yeah.
We was going into it last week. You had
Byzantine
Empire.
Mm-hmm.
You had the Roman Empire that eventually
the Western
became the Holy Roman Empire, or the Western Empire.
and
then you had
they split into two. Is the East
Eastern
and the West.
Yeah.
The West fell. The East continued until they got taken down by the Turks.
Yeah.
And then you had the Moors that are ruling over in Spain and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
that's where the Philistine Jews come from, over in Spain in that area. But you had the Byzantine Empire, also known as the Holy Roman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So around this was that time period. You know.
Yeah, it said that old serpent, talking about the pagan Roman Empire.
Yeah.
Verse 3, and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more.
Hey, letting you know that he should deceive the nations no more, letting you know that Esau, because it's talking about the Edomites, their whole purpose is to kill, steal, kill, destroy.
Yeah.
You know, promote lies.
Yeah.
This whole man, when you think about everything in this society, it's just one big fucking lie, man.
They would wake up.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah,
Wicked fucking lie.
just everything's a lie, and to the point to where if you state the obvious truth, these people is ready to like really like harm you for stating the fact that something as common as
A man can't have a baby.
well, no,
I'm crazy for that shit.
yeah, but I was gonna say I was leaning towards how America was taken from the natives.
Yeah.
How this land belongs to them. And if you were to go into the actual history of how this place was taken from the natives and acquired by America, by the so-called white man, they're ready to kill you for bringing out the truth of calling them out on their bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that lets you know that this is talking about Esau Edom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's his stance around the road over.
Yeah.
You know,
It
you
says-
go anywhere with Esau, so like you go anywhere with Esau, and you present that to him, like, well, okay, how'd y'all get here? Oh,
Just manifest destiny.
Bringing up old stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Critical race theory. They don't like that at all.
Just about to say the critical race theory. Nah, man, that's critical race historical
Can't say nothing
facts.
about
As
that.
our elder Malcolm said.
Yeah.
Liars.
Hey, it tell you in the scriptures that they were estranged from the womb. And when you go into that word estranged, it means to be alienated, to separate oneself. So they were separated from the Most High because they were born to be crooked. You know, and that which is crooked cannot be made straight.
aloof.
Yep.
Aloof is when you standoffish. You know what I'm saying? So Esau is aloof in a negative sense, because we're aloof as well, like as far as standoffish to the world. You know what I'm saying? So our own people are look up, man, why you don't fuck with nobody? Y'all niggas is weirdos.
Niggas is weird, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you look like them niggas right now.
And I ain't trying to end up in purgatory.
But I hope not.
Oh yeah, boy. We gonna be on your head till the kingdom come, nigga. You can be your good spirits all you want. You gonna hear about it.
Hey, like who was that who said say got a pitchfork ready to pop you?
Fucking no, that's not how it was.
I'm sorry.
No, it was the
Lahab or
Yeshaya.
Yeshaya.
The high priest Yeshaya. He said that shit.
That nigga looking forward to that.
Oh,
That's
man.
why he crashing out the way he crashing out.
You know, to go there.
I want to be first one in line.
Never had a pitchfork.
Damn.
It's just slim.
Can we start with the?
All right. Cool. Let's get back to the slide. Pardon our fallen, man. Hey, but the Lord said you gonna laugh when they calamity come, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Mama eat you.
That he should
Lord don't want you. I don't want you.
that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed a little season.
Right, starting with Cristobal Colon, Christopher Columbus, around 1400, mid 1300s, early 1400s. Mid to late late 1400s. That's when Esau started getting back in that power.
Yep, that's when that papacy,
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
popping,
and then went out and started conquering.
and they instantly, as soon as they got back in the power, they instantly started whitewashing
Was on
everything.
bullshit.
Instantly.
Hey,
Yeah, iconoclasm.
Rodrigo was
Yeah.
Edom.
Yeah.
One of the first Edomite ones.
Yeah. He I think he was the first Edomite pope, if I'm not mistaken.
Rodrigo Borgia.
Yeah,
The
the
father of
Rodrigo Borgia, the sixth pope of Rome. He was the sixth
Yeah.
pope of Rome. Yeah.
Verse 5. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection.
Verse 4. What you on verse 4?
We read that.
No, we didn't.
Oh, that.
No, verse 4.
Oh, I skipped the whole thing. So like it. I did say loose the little season.
Yeah,
Right? Okay.
yeah.
And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of the Most High Yahweh.
Yeah, martyrs. You're gonna have martyrs in this thing. You know, hey, like I said, when you call Esau out on their bullshit, they looking to kill you.
Yeah.
All right, and that's why the Lord said He set up, or the Apostle Paul said He set up the apostles last. You know, the apostles simply meaning sent out. You know, the prophets are minor apostles as well. You got the apostles, but then you got the prophets that are sent out as well to deliver that gospel, and because of that, as Esau's kingdom continues on a trajectory of decline, as the closer this place gets to those missiles dropping, the more violent the average fucking Edomite's gonna be.
Yeah.
Just looking to kill you because they clearly see that there's no hope. It's a dead end for them. Everything we've been saying is true. There's looming talks of Russia pushing that button. The whole world is not sending nothing over to this motherfucker. It's famine. They're gonna be looking to crash out, man.
Yeah, yeah. And then they see the hope in your eyes.
Yeah.
Fucking nigga got hope. Pow! That's how the niggas get down, man.
Oh my god.
Bro, let you be a happy slave. Man, they about to come fuck your day up just because you was in a good mood to go pick some cotton for them.
Yeah.
You in a good mood, nigga? Come here. Come here. Get here now. Oh, they're beefing about that shit, boy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh shit.
Put the on it, man.
The hard R, man.
Put the on it, man. That Tony the Tiger, man.
Oh shit.
Fast, I'm calm.
That's why they be growling and shit.
That man's
Dooski with a dooski.
How you want it? The hard.
No, he got it from the pirates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get it hard. I wanted my on the hard 90.
right on the peg leg.
All right, man. Let's do it.
Verse 5.
Oh shit.
I'm at 5 now, right?
Right? No.
No.
Read midway through. Oh, you're talking. Be headed for the witness of Yahweh Shai. Pick up there.
Yep. And for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark in their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Hamashiach 1,000 years.
Right. So that 1,000 years is pretty much going to be the building up of the kingdom of heaven. Like the elect, the 144,000, or 1/3 is actually going to be able to see the actual build up of the kingdom of heaven from start to the end of construction, so to say. You know what I'm saying? And it says, that they that which cannot worship the beast. All right, and the beast being this whole system that is being pretty much built up. All right, this whole technological cashless society, technologically savvy, instantaneous transactions, which is ultimately all going to be a prelude to take this chip. All right, for the elect, they're not going to be, their spirit is not going to be inclined to want to go along with that avenue, which is going to lead to a fiery oven, which is going to cause some of the elect to become martyrs, because even with being faced with death, hey, fuck that, you gonna have to kill me. I ain't with that shit. I ain't with none of that. I'll go back to the spirit world. I'm tired anyway. I need a nap anyways, man. I'll be back.
Doing me a favor,
Yeah, that's why the Apostle Paul said he was stuck betwixt two.
Yeah.
One to go back to the spirit world, but being on the earth to preach the gospel was more needful.
Yeah.
And that's the same mind frame we got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you think about it, that's the only reason why we was fucking created anyway.
Yeah.
For this very purpose.
as a people, period, we were created to serve the Lord.
Yeah.
Serve the Lord.
Period. Like, so this is what we supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And then for us to be able to get a reward for doing what we supposed to do,
Hey,
that's win-win.
like the scripture said, he was unprofitable service. We was
Mhm.
just doing what we was commanded.
Yeah.
You know?
What the guy was singing about GMS? What he was
You scared to come outside?
he was talking about you guys gotta wake up or whatever the hell he was singing about.
The new covenant.
That,
Crazy,
man.
I tried to get
Where the fuck these bug outs coming from, man? They're just coming out of nowhere, bro.
Coming from the
But
pits of hell.
we're serving the Lord though.
Mm-hmm.
We're serving the Lord. We're bringing out the scriptures. We're actually lining up events happening in the earth right now with the scriptures. And this guy is over there screaming about whatever the hell because we ain't with the community or whatever the fuck.
Man,
Yeah.
fuck
You know what I'm
Barbara
saying?
Riff, man.
Like-
Like, we don't give a fuck about none of that community shit, none of that, man.
Crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
leave us out of that shit, man.
Leave us free.
Aloof.
Yeah, man. Just let us fucking be, man. For real.
Hey, but you know, this being the end, like, you know, in particular, Great Millstone is the focus of the Israelite world. If you think about it, you know, as much shine as, you know, other Israelite groups, and even Esau don't want to give GMS, they have no choice but to, because this is where Yahweh Shai's spirit is at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you,
It's the source.
if you walk past Yahweh Shai or was in his presence, you gonna know you was in the presence. Even if you knew nothing about Yahweh Shai, you gonna know there's something special. Like,
It's a great
what
man
was
right
I
here.
just amongst?
Yeah, that's a
What
great man.
was that?
Yeah.
Did y'all feel that? You know, that's the so Yahweh Shai's spirit being within us, they ain't got no choice but to give us some type of attention. You know, direct some type of, whether it's positive or negative.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And that's when they be catching themselves looking, they be staring,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at them and they're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I was staring.
Yeah, I caught an Asian bitch looking at me in the grocery store.
Probably catching all type of motherfuckers.
For real.
Staring. I'm talking about like mouth open, gawking,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, damn, like, I look,
Everyone gonna look at you.
and then I won't even, I let them have it now. I just be letting them fuckers have it now.
I
Like,
stare
man.
back.
Now I look, and they're caught in their little days, and I'm not about to have a staring contest. I'm on a mission right now. Fuck you.
Yeah, she
You know what I'm saying?
she tweaked out for a second. I looked up. She looking dead at me from a distance too. And I just kept looking at her, and she just kept looking at me. And then eventually she was like, I was like, this bitch is crazy. Yeah, but it's a light, man. These
Yeah.
people, they be like, what am I looking at right now? You know, it's a light.
What is that? What is it? So majestic.
Yeah, go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Bro, anywhere you go, bro, you go to the
Mhm.
post office, you can go to a grocery store, you can go to a
anywhere.
fucking police station. You can go anywhere,
Go.
and this motherfuckers is gonna be
Talk to you,
just
something.
on you.
Like what?
You thought this was an empty park and you was just gonna sit here and watch the waves or
They
something.
gonna
and-
pull up on me.
you know, pull up.
You got.
Mhm.
They gonna pull up.
If I may say though,
And demons need friends too.
he's talking about how you know, Yahweh Shai, you could tell he had you know, spiritual power, and he was a man of greatness by the way Pontius Pilate dealt with him. Like, no, I'm not killing this dude. Y'all are crazy, man. This man is all right. Y'all tripping. You sure? Oh, okay. This on y'all, cause I ain't.
Yeah. And, you know, he trying to be the upstanding
Demon.
leader. You know, just doing shit by the book. You know what I'm saying? Which really is him, you know, fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
But yeah, man, let me eat the mics, man. In which I think Apostle Tar said he could have been a Jake. You know what I'm saying? Pontius Pilate, if I'm not mistaken.
His wife was Israelite,
So I mean,
and she had the vision. She had the
Yeah.
vision, like, hey man, don't do
mess
it.
with him.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
We'll find it out soon.
We'll find out in the kingdom. Yeah, let's finish this though.
All right, verse 5. But the rest of the dead live not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power.
Yeah, the thermonuclear fire, man. You know, if you part of that first resurrection, you ain't gonna have to partake in thermonuclear destruction. All right, and that's that you should that's something to fight for, man. Not getting burnt to a crisp. Shit,
I want no parts of it. No.
don't want none of that.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But they shall be priests of the Most High Yahweh and of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Right. So this is going back. This is going back to after the Dark Ages in the Renaissance era. All right, which Renaissance means rebirth, the rebirth of Esau and promoting their lies and pretty much a whitewashed world. Well, not even whitewash. Like we read in Maccabees. When evils were multiplied in the earth when Esau came into power. So when you had the Jake go down, the end of the Dark Ages and the beginning of the Renaissance, it was nothing but evils and lies and murder and thievery just catapulted in the earth. You know what I'm saying? It just took off. And actually, it's going to get into it. Go ahead.
Verse 8, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters
and
of
you
the
know
earth.
what? It says Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, being Europe. Because, that's pretty much Esau's nucleus outside of Mount Seir. Them White Walkers pretty much relocated up into Europe. You know what I'm saying? So they can work on their the reverse osmosis version of a tan. You know what I'm saying? They went up there to get paler up in Europe. You know what I'm saying? We want red isn't good enough. We want to be pale and we want our veins to show through our skin. You know what I'm saying? Like
They want to look like frozen chicken.
Like frozen chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Like freshly thawed chicken. Or
Like one of them Egyptian cats that ain't got no hair on their shit. They want to look like that.
Yeah.
But so loose out of their prison being Europe. Go ahead.
Gog and Magog to gather them to battle.
Yeah, Gog from Magog, so modern day Russians. All right. Start at 8 again, Baba. Sure.
And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea.
Yeah, so straight out the gate, Esau went throughout the four corners of the globe, spreading lies and just getting motherfuckers ready for war. Bringing war and causing the nations he went amongst to have to go to war and all that. Go ahead.
And went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city.
Yeah, and you got to remember that we're a people before a place. All right, being the nation of Israel, we're a people before a place.
And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them.
Yep.
And the devil that deceived
So
them.
when Esau's about to make his move on the Israelites, hey, that's when it's gonna be lights out, man. In particular on the Lord's elect. That's when it's gonna be lights out.
And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
Yep. So the beast and the false prophet, all right, the false prophet going into the Vatican. All right, matter of fact, that old ass nigga,
He back, baby.
he came back looking like a damn a vampire.
You got some adrenochrome, huh?
Yeah,
It was good.
yeah,
a full body transfusion.
Yeah, because he was on a vent.
yeah. He was out of there.
Should have been out there.
Yeah, and that nigga came back looking crazy. He talking about can't even smile. Looking crazy.
Hey, Hey, Salaki, I had mentioned Pontius Pilate's wife being an Israelite.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Herod.
Herod.
Oh, yeah.
Because it doesn't mention what her ethnicity is in the scriptures.
That's
So,
why I said because I was thinking when you said it, I was like,
yeah. So I started looking it up immediately. I'm like, hold on, I'm tripping. I was thinking about Herod. So it doesn't mention what his wife was. So you know,
but I remember the apostles, saying like dreams and visions isn't just relegated to Israelites.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
You got little Edomite kids talking about Jesus is black and all that. You know what I'm saying? Dreams and all that.
Yeah, you had what was it? The Asian, the Moabite that caught that vision.
Oh, Balak and Balaam.
Balak and Balaam.
Yeah. And so, ending off with verse 10, the Vatican, that's the false prophet and the beast. Okay. The revived Roman Empire is going to be destroyed with fire.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The Treaty of Rome niggas.
Yeah, the Treaty of Rome niggas.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be hit with fire. But as we read in verse 8, it mentions Gog from Magog. So Russia is included in this Third World War pertaining to prophecy. We read it also in Ezekiel 38. You know what I'm saying? And we read the article dealing with that peace treaty and how they can talk about all this peace, but it ain't gonna be no peace because that's not what the scriptures say. There's no peace unto the wicked. Esau is by nature, Edomites are wicked. So hey, ain't gonna be no peace to them, man. No matter what they try to do, it's always gonna be a white on white crime. Even when we got them in slavery, they gonna be, beating each other up. You know what I'm saying?
It's your fault.
Yeah.
They be fighting as brothers.
Hey, the curses gonna hit them.
What Deuteronomy 30 and 8.
Yep.
These curses coming.
30 and yeah. Matter of fact, let me read that. We end off.
30 and 7.
30 and 7. Yeah. This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7, and it reads, "And the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." All right, so that's straight to the point, man. So all the nations that hate us, which is all of them, hey, the curses is being put on them. And there's nothing they can do. But with that, we're gonna wrap it up. Lord willing, this was edifying. Once again, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachat, Kodash.
Till next time, shalom.
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 Wow.